Hello students, today we are going to continue with English chapter 2 from your supplementary reader book It So Happened, and the name of the chapter is Children at Work. Here I am continuing with the second part of the chapter. If you want, you can view the first part. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. As we know that the girl was moving ahead and he was running behind and rethinking whether to go or not. So he caught up with the girl, means he was now with the girl. When they got up to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept moving, never stopped from anyone. So he saw that all the vehicles were coming and going, but it didn't stop for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, means it was all polluted around, making his head spin, means he was feeling little giddy. He was feeling as if things were going round around him. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. Okay, so this boy was from a village, so he was not very used to this kind of lifestyle where there is a lot of traffic and difficult to cross. So he was little hesitating, means he was not quickly taking his action. He was a little scared kind of. So this girl dragged him to the other side. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. So here she says that, what are you doing? Why are you standing in the middle of the road? If you stand in the middle of the road like that, then people will make chutney out of you. Velu's heart was still beating fast. So he got scared. When we get scared, how we feel that our heartbeat is like rushing. He looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding by. Okay, so he got scared. Then he looked behind that, oh, what kind of thing is this? And he was still scared. How had they managed to come through that? They walked along the side of the road under some huge signboards. Velu looked up at the pictures: banyans, car, tires, pens, and a woman holding a box. The writer was all in English, so he did not know what it meant. So he came across all these signboards, but he did not know what all it was because it was all in English and he didn't know what it meant. The girl turned out a wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. We lean over and try to see what's there below railing. As everyone knows, at the side of the staircase or bridge, there's this wall where you can lean and see that. Under him the road ran into the city. In the distance he could see huge buildings and towers and moons. Oh, he was viewing the city for the first time, so these towers and buildings was little fascinating for him. See that big building with the wall around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. So she says that if you don't, what is she saying? See that big building with the wall around it. He's showing some big building with the wall. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned. Grin means gave a wide. We remove our teeth, with a wide, broad smile in a sarcastic way, same way. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Jail. Okay, so she was showing that it was a jail. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught. That's all. Okay, so she says that you have not done anything, but just don't get caught. What does she mean? Velu wondered. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottles, papers. Okay, so this Velu is wondering what this big bag is full of. What is she carrying with her? Okay, so he asks her, what is there? What are the things inside? Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. Okay, so he was just talking to himself that what she must be doing. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tar and Velu barefoot burnt. Okay, so tar is the carpet road. Okay, so he was walking barefoot without his chappal, so because of the heat he got a little burnt in his feet. It was not like walking on a mud road. Okay, so he says that it is not like walking on a mud road. Mud is usually cooler. He was soaked with sweat, means he was feeling very hot, and we perspire when we feel hot, right? Same way even he was perspiring. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. So he was trying to walk under the shade and be with the girl. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? Okay, so she was walking very fast, so this one is asking her how far is the food. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Okay, so after they reached there, they walked, and then they found this, went to in front of a big building. Sri Raja Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam, read Velu slowly. A sign with letters made of flowers said groom JV Vinayagan and bride Rani. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses taped onto it. Okay, so they, while walking, they see this, some marriage function was going on. So he reads the sign with letters made of flowers which said the bride and groom's name, and there was this car which was parked and all decorated with flower garland and roses taped onto it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. Come on, she said. Okay, so she sees this and she pulls that flower from the car and puts it in her hair, and then she says, come on. After we going to eat here? Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and the people inside. Okay, so this Velu asks her, are we going to eat here? Hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under her nose. She led him behind the hall. Okay, so she said that, oh, you're just hoping for something, but it's not going to happen like that. So she said that we'll go behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Okay, so there was this all waste which was put in a dustbin and it was overflowing. Two goats were standing on the pile fighting for a banana leaf. Okay, so all those all wasted banana leaves were piled up over there, and these two goats were fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed over their legs. Okay, so these flies, they make this buzzing sound and they buzzed around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. So how this food smells, once you put it in the garbage, it smells dirty, right? Similarly, this was also smelling very bad. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. Okay, so from this all dirty things, rubbish, garbage, she picked up a squashy banana. Squashy is a, you can say, crushed kind of a banana. Here's your food. Velu was shocked. Are you going to eat their leftovers? So when she says, here's your food, so he gets shocked. So he's asking her, are you going to eat their leftovers by any chance? Then she says, Sheh, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. So she says that, no, I am not going to eat the leftovers, but I am only going to take the untouched food. Here, some more catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. So he was all disgusted that how can you eat some food out of the garbage. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I'll find you something to eat. So she says that this is what you're going to get and you eat it, because as I told you I'll find something for you, then this is what it is. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. Okay, so she says that you don't think I have money and I'm going to buy some food for you. You'd better eat what you get until you have your own money. So she says that if you're going to move around with me like this, then you have to eat whatever I give unless you buy something from your money. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. Okay, he was very squeezed him means he was very hungry. He was a little hesitated before to eat that food because he thought it was dirty, but then his tummy squeezed him, so he was feeling hungry, so he gulped down the banana and vada. So he ate both of it. His stomach felt better immediately. After eating food, we normally feel better, no? We could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana, which she ate herself. Okay, so he said that we could have eaten much more things, but she could find only one more banana, which she ate herself. It's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. Okay, so she says that it's too early. They have only eaten from the tiffin. Tiffin here means snack. They have only eaten snacks. If you're very hungry, then you will have to finish for them to eat their lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I am going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. And then she walked off. She was picking up all plastic materials, so she picked up 2-3 bottles from there and walked off. Velu panicked. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. Okay, so when she was leaving, he got scared that what can I do now? He was very worried. Panicked means very worried that if this girl goes away, I am probably not knowing what to do, where to go. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. Okay, so he thought that it's better if I move around with her because she knows where she's going, what she's doing. He ran after her again. Hey, he called. He did not know even her name. Hey, what is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh ho, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name? Then she says, Jaya, I am not following you. What then? Who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Come if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home. Get another one. Okay, so then the conversation goes on. She stopped and turned around. Then she says that my name is, you don't know my name, still you are following. So she says my name is Jaya. And then the boy says that I am not following you. Then she says, what then? Who got you food? She got him some banana and vada, no? So she's asking them, if you're not following me, then who got you this food? Then he says, can I come with you? Where are you going? He asks, this Velu is asking Jaya this. Then Jaya says, come if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home and get another one. So she says that now this bag is full, so I will have to go home and get another one. I hope you all have understood this. So this is the second part of the story and the third part will continue. Thank you.